It is Monday, November the 13th, 2023. I am James. You are you. We are here for another spiritual awakening episode of At Home with James. Why will your spirits be awoken tonight? Well, tonight, I have no power. I have no control. I have no say over what we are talking about because for the fourth time ever, it is guests' choice. Each and every person stopping by tonight has been tasked with a bit of homework. That homework is you decide what it is we talk about. Will it be a question? Will it be a conversation starter? Will it be a topic? Anything and everything is up for grabs. They had asked me, do you want me to run the ideas by you? I said, no, I want you to surprise me. Heck, I might be put on the hot seat tonight. I might be made to be uncomfortable, and I don't want that. I want to be comfy and cozy. Why? Well, did you notice that snow outside? It can only mean one thing. It means the holiday season is fast approaching. And on the subject of the kids love it, kids love Christmas. And that's why around this time of year, I'm just a big kid myself. On the subject of the holiday season, I'm getting right into it with a couple announcements. We talked about it last week, and today it is official. A week from tonight, not only will it be the fourth annual at-home Christmas tree lighting, if you don't know, I'm going to tell you what you should know. Each and every year, I light my Christmas tree just like they do in New York City, in Times Square, in Rockefeller Center, right behind me. We fire up the Amadeus 180. The computer and the screen turns. We see the tree go up. But last year, I threw a gosh darn party in my kitchen, a party that I didn't even get to attend. As soon as the show ended, everybody left. I even bought pizza for everyone. We're doing it again this year. A week from tonight, there's a party in my kitchen. But in addition to that, what we didn't do last year is what we are going to desperately try to do this year, where Dave texts the show from my house in another room. Dave was very saddened. He was very dismayed. He felt a little left out that he was not at the party. He was in the Dave Cave, also known as his basement, working the board. This year, he's going to work the board from my house, not at this computer, at his own computer. This show might crash. It already crashes every time Dave texts the show anyways. So a new tradition is born. In addition to that, last week I announced that the at-home Christmas pageant is happening on Sunday, December 17th, 2023. I'm here to tell you right here, right now, it is happening at 8:30 p.m. live from Theater VME at Variations Mile End. That's right. We're going up. Kids love it. They love Variations Mile End, where you can enroll your little children in dance classes. I'm not allowed to take them, but that's easy now. It all happens on the 17th of December. That's right, a Sunday night. When I think Christmas, when I think pageant, I think Sunday. Those are the announcements. Now it's time for guests' choice 4, but we can't have this episode without the guests, so let's please welcome Saima Ahmed, Marlaena Moore, and Dimitri Kyres to the program. I thought there was going to be more to that song. I guess that I was incorrect in thinking that. Dimitri, you're working the board tonight. It has been a while since we've seen you on this show. How are you this evening,
I'm good. You're talking real fast tonight. Jesus Christ.
I'm fired up. Everyone knows that the episodes in between Halloween and the tree lighting are what I call filler programming. Last week it was Aerosmith Big Ones 2. Tonight, guest choice 4. How could I not be fired up?
I'm fired up too, but you got to give me a little goddamn room to get this in here. Do the intro one more time for me there.
No, forget it. We're doing it live. Saima, we're going to you. Dimitri has not been here in a while. Neither of you. We're back on the program. Obama. Representing McGill Experimental Medicine, Saima, how are you feeling tonight?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing very well. You're a sight for sore eyes on this program.
Oh, I'm actually pretty tired today, but I'm putting in the energy to come on your show.
Well, I appreciate that. I and Simon, maybe you can help. I've had a lingering cold for almost 2 weeks. And it's at the point that I don't think it's a cold anymore. What might it be?
Have you gotten the flu shot?
No, I have not had the flu shot.
It's probably the flu that's going around.
Oh, there is a flu going around.
Yeah, it's flu season. It might also be COVID.
I've tested many times. I've poked myself every which way.
Okay, so it's probably the flu.
I can't stop blowing my nose and hawking up loogies.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Is your what is it? Like is your skin all like what is it? Dry and gross?
It's no, it's not bad. I moisturize.
Okay.
And I also bought some Vicks Puffs tissue paper, so it's lubricated with Vicks.
Have you tried what is that? The Vicks like eucalyptus spray?
I have not. Is that one of those sprays that you spray into your throat?
No, it's not a spray, sorry, it's the vapor rub. That's
Oh,
what
I've been using the Vapo Rub. Yeah.
okay. How about like one of those humidifiers when you
I do
sleep?
not have a humidifier.
That could make the difference.
All right. So I've gotten some medical advice from Chief McGill experimental medicine expert, Saima Ahmed. Marlaena Moore, I'm dubbing you future legend on this show.
Oh, wow.
What do you think?
I like that. Something to look
You've
forward to.
absolutely you've unlocked regular status.
I'm happy to be regular at something.
You've been coming on the show for almost a full year now. You made your at-home debut last year during some Christmas talk, Christmas music talk rather, and you sang a little song.
That's right. I love to sing.
Me too, but only one of us is good at it.
You just got to do an impression of a good singing. That's the trick.
That's usually what I do. I try to impersonate the singer.
There you go.
I want to ask all three of you something. I made the announcement moments ago. The at-home Christmas pageant is coming up on the 17th of December. Dimitri, you were there for the first one. Immediate thoughts.
Huge. It's going to be massive. Paired with the fact that this is your favorite time of year, I'm expecting nothing less than unbelievable.
Yeah. Well, there's some ideas that are simmering right now, and if they happen, it's going to be crumb-believable.
Oh.
Saima, you were unfortunately unable to be at home live and in person, where, I don't know if we ever talked about this, you were supposed to be a judge for the Mr. At Home pageant where you were going to judge men.
I know, it's my dream. Maybe I'll get to do it again.
I think we'll probably do another Mr. At Home pageant. Probably won't be around the holidays, but
Well, let me know. I'll be there. But I actually wrote the date when you said it. I wrote in my agenda and I will be there.
My heart. Marlaena, you also were unable to be as part of the first one. Immediate thoughts.
It broke my heart when you asked me. I wanted to do it so badly, but I had that whole weekend I was filming music video content, and so I was unable to make it to the show.
Well, it sounds like the holiday season is bringing us all together on the 17th of December.
I think so. And I'm really excited to lock down all of the details and know exactly what's going to happen.
I'm getting so excited. And if I don't take myself off course, this is going to immediately turn into a Christmas episode. Oh. Not yet. Next Monday, we're here to talk about what the three of you want to talk about. Saima, I would like to begin with you because you have not been here since the 31st of July.
Okay, well, I have a few topics, but I feel like it might be like, considering what we just talked about, my first topic might be a good one. So Christmas is coming up, and actually today I was making my list of people I need to buy presents for. And I was actually curious because I feel like you are really into Christmas. I feel like I know Dimitri's a good gift giver as well. I assume Marlaena is as well. So what are like good generic but still good Christmas presents to give people that are like under $30? Like what are your go-to Christmas presents? What is your advice? What should I be giving people?
I'll jump in right away. I love giving people coffee for Christmas.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, coffee's a very good gift.
Where do you go for coffee?
I go to Dreamy, located what neighborhood would it be? Is it St. Henry or would it be
Point St. Charles?
Technically it's like Verdun, but St.
it's like it's where many different boroughs meet. Verdun, Point St. Charles, Ville La Salle. It's
a meeting point.
Yeah, it's a meeting point. It's on St. Patrick.
The Crossroads.
That's usually, yeah, the Crossroads. Yeah, and you can find them on all your favorite social media platforms. And Dimitri, it's run by your brother who has appeared on this show.
That's right. Yeah, it's a great establishment. If you're looking to see how the coffee gets made, why don't you check out the Canadian Roasters Society and Dreamy, their in-house cafe. It's a wonderful place for not just a cup of coffee, a great chat, and some biscuits. It's a great place to grab a gift for the holiday season as well.
And we don't know what neighborhood it's in. Yeah, I like coffee. I think it's a great gift for people that you care about, and a great gift for people that you do not care about.
That's right.
I'm actually writing this down.
I have a couple of suggestions.
Yes.
So one that's a little bit riskier.
Oh, easy, Marlaena, easy. Are we pushing the envelope here? Because when
maybe
it's
we are.
Christmas,
if it's the kind of panties you can eat.
All right, boys. Everyone just calm down, all right? Wow, that really got James going really good.
It was just really good timing that we were both kind of talking over each other, and you're like, fellas. Yeah, Marlaena, please, the floor is yours.
Thank you. I've been finding what can be kind of fun to give someone is a tarot deck. As maybe someone who's curious about tarot curious or something like that, and giving them the very classic Rider-Waite deck, and you know what, if they don't use it, it's a great little knickknack, and the art is really beautiful, so that can be a fun little thing. And then depending on the sophistication level of who you're giving a gift to, I've suggested this before. Someone has bought this and bought it for a sister, and it went over splendidly. The gurgle pod, the little water decanter that looks like a fish that comes in many beautiful colors. I worked at a gift store many years ago. It was a big seller.
A gurgle pot? Is that what you said?
Yes.
What's a gurgle pot? Is that you put it in your nose and it gets the gunk out of James's nose?
So, like I was just explaining, it is a water decanter, or you can put other beverages in there, I'm sure, that looks like a fish. And it comes in lots of different bright colors. It's sort of fun, so you can kind of make them feel like, ooh, this is a fun thing.
So it's a water pitcher?
Yeah, that looks fun. And it gurgles when you pour it.
Do you use it as a vase?
You can use it as a vase, or you can use it for serving drinks.
Now, James, if you were to get this gift, how quickly is this thing getting fucking returned?
Returned? Probably unlikely. I guess I'd have to really, I think I have an idea of what Marlaena is explaining. I'd have to really see like an image of it.
Yeah.
To see whether or not, can you leave it in your fridge?
I think so, but here's the thing. I would not give this gift to James. I would give this to someone who I don't know very well, who doesn't like have obvious interests or aesthetic choices they like to make to me, and also more adult, like people who like to entertain,
So we're saying that I am not an adult. I am not an adult that likes to entertain.
Well, you've got I could get you some cool, more Coca-Cola things if you like.
Marlaena,
Dimitri,
listen, underwear you can eat. James is gonna go absolutely bananas. All right. I always have a go-to for people so if I don't know them very well, it's one tier. If I do know them a little well, it's this tier. I always find the easiest ones. You get a really, really nice candle, and I'm saying like a really nice candle, something very beautiful for somebody you don't know. That's a nice sentence from nice. It's from somewhere nice.
Like a Joe Malone or a diptyque.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, there's an ad.
You know what those are?
No, I don't know what those are.
Oh, I have another suggestion. This is like I don't know how everyone else feels. I am a pro gift card person. However,
I would say I'm pro gift card.
I don't mind.
Yeah. But I think that it's about being more specific with the gift card. You know, you want to like a really beautiful little bistro, like local bistro, you know, that you're like, maybe you heard them say, oh, I've been just dying to go eat at that joint, you know.
Yeah.
Or like, oh, that one time we talked about these great baked goods by my house. You can select any of them that you would like with this gift card that I got you. Or I heard you love books, so there's this really beautiful kind of more boutique-y bookstore. You can get a gift card there, because I don't want to pick your books. I don't want to pick your book for you, because I don't know you that well. Ugh, that was stressful. Thinking about it all.
Yeah, I think a specific gift card could be nice. Well, Saima, I'm curious to know, what types of people are you trying to find gifts for? Are they coworkers, acquaintances?
They're kind of like, yeah, colleagues, mentors of mine. I don't know. The gift card's kind of tricky because they make significantly large amounts of money, and I feel like giving a gift card's kind of weird because I feel like the gift card would work more for someone that is more of a friend vibe.
Mm-hmm.
But I do like the coffee idea. I think the coffee idea is great.
Nice. All right, I love that. I love that conversation topic. Marlaena, let's go to you. Next choice.
All right. I want to know. This is kind of a three-parter, a little bit. We'll make it brief. Your most favorite, your guilty pleasure, most shameful YouTube spiral wormholes. So I can give an example.
Okay. Yeah, let's hear your three first.
Yeah. So my favorite YouTube deep dive is Oscar speeches. I love I love a good Oscar speech. I'm a big awards nerd, and it's something that's just for me. I love all the gowns and the 90s finery, the best actress winners like arms, like Holly Hunter winning for the piano. Her arms just look incredible, and I like to look at that. Guilty pleasure, for a little while, I was going to town on the what I eat in a day videos made by celebrities, you know, that is, and guilty pleasure is something that, you know, maybe it's tasteful, but you would never send it to someone and be like, you have to check this out. It's still just for you. Whereas I have made people watch specific Oscar speeches.
Yeah, I'm sure they love that.
They loved it. It's true. And then most shameful, this is, I remember specifically during the pandemic staying up to, I think maybe 5 or 6 in the morning, watching like paparazzi harassing celebrities, and they're like, and then celebrities freaking out, like whole compilations of that.
Okay.
I would say that's very shameful, because it was tapping into a very sick part of me that's like, oh, it's just awful the way that they're being treated. Yes, but I still want to see them out in public.
Yeah, so misery porn.
Yeah, shameful.
Yeah. Okay, so the first one again was what?
Your favorite. What's like, what do you, what's a go-to, something that you like it doesn't make you feel bad if you're like going on this
Dimitri,
trip.
let's start with you.
Sure, yeah. Okay, the one that doesn't make me feel bad and I watch is just like hockey clips and analysis. and amateur analysis. I'll watch a lot of just like people who have small YouTube channels talking about hockey and the Montreal Canadiens, so I watch a lot of that whenever I've got like 5 minutes free. And then
wait, Dimitri, I have a follow-up to that.
Please.
Sorry. Do you watch those things of like 50 best goals by Montreal Canadiens over the past 50 years type of stuff too?
Oh yeah. Anytime there's a new compilation, or sometimes I'll go back and I'll just keep rewatching the PK Subban hit on Brad Marchand from years and years back. I just love that clip so goddamn much. So those are fun hockey stuff that I'll go back to. Then there's guilty pleasure. Is that it?
Yeah.
Guilty pleasure is like board game like YouTube clips where I'll be like, here's a fun board game that I just discovered, and I'll be like, that's really neat. But it's really boring and it takes up a lot of time. And if anybody would ever walk in and see me watching these, I'd be a little embarrassed.
Yeah.
But I also dig it. And then the most shameful one is just like, probably like, here's a superfood that you've never heard of, and then look and like a local like a new health trend. I feel like I've always got a YouTube clip of just like, hey, here's how you like don't get kidney stones, and this is what doctors don't want you to know about how to prevent kidney stones. And I'll be like, whoa, I don't want that. So I'll watch like a whole clip of somebody with like the shittiest editing skills and the worst camera of all time, just telling me how I need to eat more celery juice or something like that.
Oh yeah, that was a big popular one for a while.
It's coming back.
Saima, how about you?
My favorite, I like to watch a lot of architecture videos, like people giving house tours. At one point I was really into like Gilded Age mansions. So yeah, like architecture stuff, I often do deep dive and I really enjoy it. Guilty pleasure, the way you described it as something that I watch but I wouldn't share, I guess I do like to watch Hot Ones.
Oh, me too. I love. It's a great show.
Yeah, we all just want to see their reaction to the spicy ones.
Yeah.
And they're good questions.
And I will say the interviewer is very, very good.
Yeah.
A little boring, but very prepared.
Yeah,
You should do an episode like that where you get people to eat hot foods and answer questions.
Yeah, different types of ass with hot sauce on it.
Oh yeah.
And
put a bib on it.
I don't really have.
This one's da bomb.
I can't think of anything shameful that I watched.
Or what about the Rim Reaper?
Damn.
Sorry,
That's a spicy bomb.
Yeah. No shameful one, Saima.
I don't know.
Has no shame.
That bad.
No, it's good. It's not great to have shame, but I think there's definitely certain videos where you're just like, this is not making me feel good that I just can't stop watching all of these.
That's fair. I just can't think. I'm sure it's happened. I just can't think of anything.
Well, I'll task you this. Maybe think about it. I'll throw my answers in there. I would say the one that I don't feel bad about is when I go on my yearly Sopranos clips deep dive.
Nice.
And my algorithm is just the Sopranos, even though I've rewatched the videos countless times. Guilty pleasure. This has been mentioned on the show multiple times. Anytime I watch a couple versions of Sarah Bareilles singing Love Song, my algorithm will have different Sarah Bareilles tracks, live versions, which I prefer. It's got a lot of really light, catchy tunes, and I like the live versions better.
She's a great live singer. She's a musical theater person.
And then shameful, there's this, I don't know how I landed on it, there's this old guy named Feature Man, and he like films himself cooking these just awful looking dinners, and he'll be like, oh, today I'm trying this new Hungry Man dinner that I got for $2.99 at Kroger's. And like he makes salad, but it's just like chunks of carrot and lettuce with mayonnaise. And he just drinks 2-liter soda out of the jug and talks about his days in film. I mean, God bless him. God bless him for having his name's Feature Man.
Yeah, is he single?
Well, he might be. Yeah, he might be. He strikes me as one of those old men that'd be like, oh, he must be a grandpa. But then you find out, no, he was never married. He's just an old man. And he'll make like hamburgers, but he just puts the ground beef in the pan out of the packet and just like flips it. He's like, and this is a delicious style burger.
I watched a couple of those clips. Like, it's like,
you've seen Feature Man?
Oh yeah, I've seen like food from the Depression too. Like this old.
Oh yeah, that old lady. She's like, today we're making noodles and hot dogs.
Yeah. Except like the hot dogs would be, she wouldn't even get her hands on the hot dog. It'd be like noodles and hot water. It's like, back in the day, this was our favorite treat.
Some of the meals don't look that bad.
Yeah, or microwave chef. So it's a guy who just does only recipes, but in the microwave, and that's it.
I need to just say, I love YouTube so much. It's so great.
Yeah,
There's
has
so
anyone
much
noticed that
crazy stuff.
they've recently become too powerful for ad blocker?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
having a hard
Man,
time
it
with
is.
it.
I'll tell you what. Going back to YouTube, no ad block it's almost unusable.
Yeah, it's unbearable. I've been so pissed off.
It is absolutely unbearable.
Yeah, I had to upgrade my blocker. I'll give you the details after the show.
Really? Is it
You gotta-
an extension?
Yeah, but I had to fucking put some custom script in there.
Maybe you and me go in on YouTube Premium, but then we'll see each other's algorithm. Too risky.
Oh, you don't want to see what I'm looking at. Asses with bibs on. All right,
All
time
right,
for my
well-
question.
Yeah. Well, hold on. We don't know if Saima's got any shameful ones.
Oh, Simon, go ahead.
I don't think I have anything.
Hot guys
Like-
walking down the runway.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, that's shameful.
Covered in Tabasco.
Busty studs at the beach.
I mean, why be? You shouldn't be ashamed of watching that. That's beautiful.
Dimitri, let's go to your topic here.
All right, keep thinking about it, Simon. All right, this one might be controversial. I feel like we've been playing softball up to this point. Let's play some hardball.
Wow.
Yeah.
Of everyone in this room, so 4 of us, who do you think would make the best travel companion on a once-in-a-lifetime trip? And who do you think would be the worst travel companion on a once-in-a-lifetime trip?
I'm gonna
This
say.
is I really
Now hold
So-
on a minute. I want everybody to really think about it. Go ahead,
but
Marlaena.
I have my answers. So, Simon, I don't know you very well,
All
but you
right.
seem like you'd be a lovely travel companion so far.
Yeah.
You seem like a very outgoing person,
I am.
and you seem to be very successful. I don't know why I'm picking that up, but I'm just you look very classy and expensive. So maybe I bet we'd go to all the right places. Dimitri, babe, I gotta say, I don't think you'd be a good travel companion.
Why? I want to know why.
Because do you really want to know? Should we get into this?
I asked the question.
Okay. It's because I've seen you before improv shows and you get really, really stressed out. I feel like you would be maybe really stressful while traveling.
We moved to Saima.
I actually thought my first thought was that Dimitri would be the best traveling companion. Because I don't know, I feel like whenever we do things together, we both kind of vibe. We're both on the same kind of things. And actually, I know for a fact that Dimitri is low-key into the fancy things in life. He hides it, but I know he secretly loves it. So I think he'd be down to go to all like the fancy stuff I want to do. I think he'd I feel like he would have fun. I feel like I'm probably similar to your mom, and I think you're probably used to it. So I think, yeah. That was my first thought, that Dimitri would be the best. The worst, it's hard to say. I feel like maybe James. Maybe because I feel like
We knew it was coming.
I feel like maybe, yeah, I don't know if you would want to do all the things that I want to do. But
Yeah,
then,
it's a very fair answer.
so yeah, those are.
But I think that James would be good to travel with, because I think that you would be okay with I kind of like to go off on my own sometimes. Like I kind of like the whole, hey, we want to do different things, let's split up. And I think you would be very okay with that.
Yeah, I would be. It's
Yeah.
true. It's true.
You also don't seem like someone who's gonna, well, I don't know. You ever freak out at airports?
No, never.
All right.
No,
That'll be for me.
I find them boring. I find airports really boring. Okay, I guess it's down to me here. This is tough because I think I could make an argument for all of you in both categories. Yeah, I think Saima, I might have to pick you as worst as well, just because I think our tastes are so misaligned.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because I think the question was, it was like companion. So, like, if we're able to just split off from each other, then everyone would be fine. But I feel like, Saima, I've seen your vacation clips and pictures, and they're lovely, but I don't know if they align with
That's fair.
places that I would want to go. Things like, you'd be like, I want to sit on this like hot balcony drinking spritzers and eating strawberries. I'd be like, oh, I want to just be in air conditioning.
That's fair. Although I will say I don't drink anymore, and I think that would be like we would align there.
Sure, yeah.
But yes, it's true that I think we have
Yeah. Whereas I feel like I have to pick Dimitri because we have enough interests in common that we could have a good time with each other. And I also like going to nice restaurants as well. I will go to a nice restaurant really anytime.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he does like the nice things. I was really thinking a lot about this, and I think that the person that I would choose, and I'm almost flabbergasted by this, but I've really thought about it hard, that the best travel companion would be James McGee. And I couldn't believe it because I've traveled with him before. But
Here we go.
One of the worst trips I've ever been on was with this son of a bitch to the upper left of the screen. With that said, I still think that James and I would have a really good time, and we would make it really memorable. Now, with that being said, Saima, you're a very close second because I think we have a tremendous amount in common. James, I think, gets the edge just because we've really just gotten past that, like, you know, we've traveled already together, and I think that, you know, we would just fit a little bit, you know, tighter. But I do think that Saima, we would have a really great time, and I think the trip would be really memorable. We have a lot in common with the fancy restaurants. And then you would be like, oh, let's go do this, like, thing. And I'd be like, oh, I don't want to, that's not instinctively what I want to do. And then we would do it, and I'd be like, what an unbelievable thing. Thanks for taking me outside my comfort zone. Whereas James and I would just do the things we know we're going to like, and it would knock it out of the park. Unfortunately, Marlaena, that leaves you with the worst.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay.
You both, in fairness, you both picked each other as your worst, which I think makes it easier for everyone.
Marlaena is too stressed out before shows.
I am a stress case. I can be, for sure. You know, I feel like the lead up to travel would always make me really stressful. I've definitely gotten a lot better. And because of doing a lot of touring for music, I feel like I've learned a lot about traveling.
I feel like you'd be a good traveler. Like you'd be good with the ebbs and flows of travel. Like if somebody was like, oh, somebody robbed you or took your wallet, you'd be like, that's the way of the road.
That's just the way it is.
That was horrible.
Yeah, I've well.
Whoa, Marlaena, what happened? Oh, someone just robbed me, but that's the way it is.
Hey, that's the rock and roll lifestyle, man.
That's it. That's
also, joke's on them. I don't have any goddamn money. And the thing is, Dimitri, it is good. We probably, none of us could travel together because I can't afford to go to nice restaurants. So
I think I am curious about what, Marlaena, you and I traveling could look like.
Diners.
I would love it. I'd love nothing more. But then there might be a moment where it'd be like, Marlaena, look, I don't know if I want to watch any more of these award show speeches.
I would never make you do that. But
this is
maybe a couple. There's a couple that are worth a watch.
I think
for sure.
once people get to know me, they quickly realize you're not going to make James like the things you want him to like if he's not interested.
No,
Very true.
No. I've realized that. It is, yes. Well, so I think just like diners, and you know what? I
dive-ins
also
and dives
and dives. And yeah, you know, the other thing too is that I also like I also love not going out and doing when people are like, hey, let's go out all night when we're traveling. I'm like, you know what we could also do? so we could go back to where we're staying and just chill out.
I love doing that.
Yeah.
Really?
I do love that. Yeah. Bailing on a group hangout with one other person
Yeah.
rules. It
Yeah.
rules. Where it's like when you find the person who's like, hey, I don't want to go to this thing. And they're like, yeah, me neither. And then you're like, hey, I found this diner down the street.
Yeah,
Sign me up.
Kind of cool sometimes. I think I'm with Saima though. I like the party. I like the
Yeah.
group.
Yeah.
I like the plan.
Especially if you're traveling.
Especially if you're traveling.
I think it really depends. I like the one-on-one.
Yeah, I love
And
a
you know,
one-on-one.
I also I don't drink or do drugs anymore. So my party days are behind me. My cozy days are here to stay.
Damn, I love cozy days. Dimitri, I have to say that was a great question.
Thank you.
Yeah, really good.
You really
Divided the room.
you pushed
hope
this conversation over the line. I loved it.
I was only trying to be honest to get more close to you, Dimitri, as a friend, and I hope I didn't hurt your feelings, because I think you have a lot of great qualities as a person. Lovely guy.
Well, I thought we all handled each other's because not. If anything, it's tough because with every answer you had to exclude someone.
Yeah, I got a beef of the night.
Oh, with who?
Marlaena Moore. I can't find the song.
Well, should we
With
wait?
me?
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, money,
Marlaena had to use an insult to get close to me, when in reality she just had to ask.
Wow. Yeah.
Wow.
Well, it wasn't really much of an insult.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to insult you. You just asked the question. I was just being honest. It was an observation I made, and if it was incorrect, I apologize.
I retract my beef.
Wow. Incredible response, Marlaena.
Do you have to reverse the song?
Yeah, what's the opposite of...
Yeah, what's the
Saima,
opposite?
let's go back to you for another guest choice topic.
Okay, so my next question was, I'm curious to know what is your like ideal Sunday?
Wow. Great question. The ideal Sunday. Saima, what if we were to start with you? Can we hear what your ideal Sunday is?
Ooh, sure. I probably wake up, go to the gym, come home, get dressed, meet my friends for brunch, come home, chill, watch TV, probably Gilmore Girls, nap, and make dinner at home, and then go to bed.
Damn, great Sunday, and your delivery on go to bed was incredible.
Mhm.
Dimitri, how
Gorgeous.
about you? Your ideal Sunday, and why does it include gaming with Mark Rowland for 12 hours? Including painting little figurines.
Yeah, it probably involves a game. It's probably hanging out with Mark. It's probably like a really intense board game. We ain't talking Jenga here. We're talking like Twilight Imperium or Root or some kind of like grand strategy experience. And then yeah, probably grabbing some food. Maybe going to the
Grand
gym.
Strategy Experience is also the name of the book you wrote on how to pick up women.
What else? Like I said, going to the gym, tidying up. I love a tidy. I love doing a little chore. Lord knows I've got 100 of them that I still need to do. So knocking one off the list is always nice. And then settling into a nice, cozy experience. Probably watching a movie or a hockey or
Hockey?
Yeah, a hockey game.
Okay, well, you omitted one of the words.
I got another beef of the night.
Well,
Here
yeah,
comes
true.
the money.
Yeah.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, money,
James has picked up on Marlena's theme and has tried to insult me.
Well, I don't think I insulted you.
What would you
I
call
made
it?
an observation that you left the word game out of watch a hockey game because you had said watch a hockey. But if you felt insulted, I apologize.
Beef retracted.
All right.
Oh, wow, we're really-
All right, Marlaena, what's your ideal Sunday like?
All right.
Here we
Here
go.
it is. So I think it's wake up, and you know what I really love to do is to go leave my apartment early in the morning.
How early?
I usually like to, even on sleep, I like to wake up around like 8:30
Ugh.
generally.
Yeah.
And I don't like sleeping in.
Why not?
I'll do it because I feel like I've just wasted a day. I feel like I have the most energy in the morning. I'll sleep in if I had like a really bad night of sleeping. Sometimes I'm a bad sleeper, and so I will sacrifice, a morning to get a proper sleep. But that's not what we're talking about here.
Okay.
So
What are we
get up
talking about?
early. Here, I'll tell you. Get up early. Go walk to one of the lovely cafes near my house and buy a nice coffee and then bring it back to my apartment and drink it there on the couch. And on days off where I truly have nothing to do, I love to immediately, right away in the morning, watch a full film. I love a morning movie so much. And then after that, after the morning film, we're all woken up, juiced up on the coffee, go and grab a bite at a diner, probably some hot dogs. And then after that, go to a flea market or a thrift store, multiple thrift stores. And then maybe later on, go get, have some ice cream and watch more movies or shows in the evening.
It's a pretty good Sunday.
Why buy a coffee? When
'Cause
you
I
could
like
head on
things to-
down to Dreamy, located on.
Wait, hold on. Why buy a coffee? Then you proceed to talk about how you can go buy a coffee.
When you can buy beans at the Canadian
Oh, right,
Roasting
okay.
Society, Dreamy, and a Bodum or a mocha pot or any other device you'd like to make your coffee beverage and bring it back home and make it there yourself to your liking, Marlaena Moore.
Okay, so here's the thing, Dimitri, is that if I was a wealthy woman, I would never make coffee in my home.
Now,
I
hold
would
on a
go
minute.
have it made for me every day.
Christmas is around the corner. And let's just say
I
there's somebody
have to
in
say, a
this
lot of
chat.
tension between Dimitri and Marlaena tonight.
It's my fault. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have been so radically honest when you asked the question.
It's a problem with honesty, Marlaena, is sometimes it's not appropriate.
But wait, I have a question. If you got like a nice fancy like espresso machine, coffee maker situation,
No.
an espresso even.
Mm-mm.
No?
No. I'm sorry, Saima. I love you. You're a sister to me,
Saima.
truly. After just
Let's call her Saima?
well, my name is Marlaena, so I was getting it confused with mine.
Here
Did I
comes
say
the
your name
money.
wrong?
Here we go.
Why you gotta-
Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money.
Yeah, my beef is Marlaena mispronounced one of the guests' names.
I'm so sorry. that I did
Okay.
that.
In fairness, we've never met before, and so it's her first time saying my name.
Beef retracted.
It's thick. Well, I forget what I was talking about. Oh well. Probably. Oh yeah. What I was saying. Not making coffee. I don't. I hate cooking so
Really?
much. I will make drip coffee in my house for financial reasons, but I don't like to because I don't like the mess. I don't like cleaning up anything. And so I'm just gonna be honest. I really I would just buy coffee every day from a cafe if
If you were
finances
rich
allowed.
and you
Yeah.
had a maid to pick up after you and you didn't
Yeah.
have to clean the coffee,
Yeah, that would be fine. I could send her to go get a coffee, and she could get one for herself too if she wanted anything that she wanted.
That's
and a
very
treat.
nice.
Yeah, and a treat too.
James, what about you? What's your perfect Sunday?
Well, it's so tricky because I have not worked a regular person schedule like a 9 to 5. That Sundays don't really differ for me than a Tuesday or maybe a Wednesday, sometimes a Friday. But I will say that Sunday still maintains a feeling.
Yes.
It does maintain a feeling, so I'm going to give two answers. The first is traditional purposes. I like to wake up at whatever time I want. It's usually before 10. I also like to either make myself a coffee or go buy one somewhere and go sit on a bench at the canal. Maybe take a walk on ideally a crisp fall day. Come home, do nothing. Have responsibility to nobody. Probably procrastinate on tasks that I either don't want to do, but also things I do want to do. And then maybe go have dinner with some friends, preferably an early dinner, like 4 o'clock. Come home and go back to doing nothing. Maybe make like a hot cup of tea, put on music. That's really it. And do nothing until I get to go to bed.
What's a good Sunday record for fall?
For fall, well, I only own Christmas records.
All right. Never
Sunday,
mind.
I mean, Sunday music, I would probably, it's not uncommon that I play what Dimitri's playing now, which is one of those like, it's fall and it's jazz music.
I
I'll
do
listen
that.
to I'll listen to this all day,
Classic
or
record.
I'll just sit in silence and do nothing.
Speaking of YouTube, those like YouTube channels of like fall, jazzy fall, whatever.
Oh yeah.
Love those.
Yeah, I love them. Oh, and my second answer was the pro wrestling shows that I produce out of Fafuna Like Tricker on Sundays. That's my ideal fun Sunday, is doing that. I like doing that. That brings us to the end of the ideal Sunday. Marlaena, we're going to go to you. And Dimitri, do you both still have at least one other topic? Because I think we can get two
Yes.
more of these in here. Marlaena, let's go to you for your second guest choice.
I want to know, what is some of the best advice that you've received that you feel like you still use and has helped you make decisions throughout your life?
I'm going to jump in right away here. Many, many years ago, I was arguing with a girlfriend at the time in her parents' home, and her father walked in the room and he said, I'm going to give you some advice. You can be right or you can be happy. And I've applied that to many different situations that are not, it's not, on the surface, it's just this guy telling this young guy, like, hey, when it comes to women, you can be right or you can be happy. But I think it applies
yeah.
in many facets of life, because I think that you can be right and you can be happy by making certain decisions that aren't necessarily predicated on everyone else knowing that you're right. If you in your heart know that you're right, you can maintain happiness. I would say that.
Yeah.
I have a
Oh,
follow-up.
and also graders, haters gonna hate, but graders gonna grade.
James, I have a follow-up question though.
Yeah. Yeah.
What if you're right and you're happy so you don't say anything, but the other person is spreading misinformation that could be potentially dangerous?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
about the COVID vaccine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, yeah, it's all circumstantial, right? I think this was limited more to when you're getting into it with someone, because this lady's father was basically saying, just admit you're wrong, even if you aren't, because then you'll just be happy, which I think is bad advice. But I think it's also just like, it's another version of, is this the hill that you want to die on? Which in my
Yeah.
younger years, I would
Yeah.
choose to die on every hill. So yeah. But if it was misinformation, yeah, no, I'd probably pick a different route. That's why my secondary option is haters gonna hate, but graders gonna grade.
I like that one more.
Dimitri, how about you? Advice that you've received?
Probably quite a bit, but I'm drawing a blank at the moment. I had a theater teacher back in the day, and I used to put on a few shows with her and stuff, and she used to say this way before we even started putting shows on together, but she'd say, whatever you do. Oh, I also forgot this other thing that she said that I quite like a lot, but I'll say the one that I was thinking. She says, whatever you do, big or small, for God's sakes, if you have the opportunity to do something, just whatever you do, don't make it boring. And I just think about that all the time.
That's great.
That whatever I do, just don't make it boring, because you have an opportunity to do something. You might as well, for God's sakes, just make it interesting, even if it sucks.
Good advice.
That's great.
And
That's
then,
awesome.
and then before a show, she'd always say this. She'd always say, "No one's gonna die. Nothing's gonna go wrong, And then the number would always change. She'd say 56.8 million people in China don't know you exist.
Yep.
And I try to tell myself that, before a show.
The ones that you're really stressed out and nervous about before you hit the stage.
I seem to be exuding it. Some people are beginning to notice.
Pretty good advice. Saima, how about you? Advice you've received that you liked?
Well, the first thing that came to mind is my mom told me this when I was really young. The first time I got my eyebrows threaded and I thought it was very painful, she told me beauty is pain. And to this day, I believe this to be true. Other advice.
Hey, is your mom okay?
She's a bit hard ass.
She sounds beautiful.
Sounds like she's rugged.
I think you don't realize the amount of things women have to go through to like.
You're right. I don't. I'm a boy.
Yeah.
But do they have to go through it?
I guess like getting like your hair waxed can be very painful and things
True.
like that.
So true, sister.
What else? Oh, my mom used to always also say, what is meant for you will never miss you. So like always, stressing about whatever, but like
what if something bad happens to you?
like James is cold, not COVID right now.
Yeah. But if something bad happens, usually there's like something, it like leads to something else happening that ends up being good.
Yeah.
When life kicks you in the nuts, it opens up a door right after.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So those are two that came to mind.
Marlaena, how about you? Advice you received as the guest chooser here.
So I remember when I was going through my very first breakup, the age of 18 years old, and
VFB.
And I went to and I went teary-eyed to my mother and was like, I'm really scared that I've made the wrong choice. Like, what if I, and she said, never make any decision based out of fear. It'll always be the wrong decision. And
a lot of good mom advice here, and dad advice from someone else's dad. Didn't have a dad.
I gotta be for the night.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, money,
Dollar.
Here we go again. We're having a nice, pleasant conversation.
Well, Dimitri, I think you're talking about the joke that I made.
Yeah.
Well, I just wanted to make it clear so there was no confusion, because I didn't grow up with one, so I didn't want people to think I was co-opting someone else's story and co-opting someone else's father for that matter. So I apologize.
You know what? I totally understand. I made a mistake. Beef retracted.
I appreciate that.
God, you're doing great work tonight, Dimitri. I gotta
Yeah,
say.
thanks, Dimitri.
Easy, Marlaena.
Another piece of advice that I was given when I was a young, up-and-coming songwriter, and I was writing a song, and I was worried. I said, "Oh, like this. I feel like this line is kind of corny. Like I don't know if it really works." And the person who I was writing with said, as long as you mean it, then it'll never be corny. And that has affected my songwriting to this day, where I feel like I've been able to feel really free about all the words that I choose, and I've been able to make interesting things because it's the only North Star is just having, do you mean it or not?
Yeah. And omitted from that story is the person that gave you that advice, Weird Al.
Yeah, he's my dad. So tall.
Nice. Must be nice.
Yeah, well, the money's nice.
Dimitri, final topic tonight. Guest choice. The turn is yours.
You know what? I was really thinking about how I wanted to end.
You started hot.
I'm gonna do another one, all right? And this is kind of just gonna be a nice send-off, all right?
Okay.
What's something about yourself that you think people just don't know, but you wish they did know about you. Something that is not obvious, but you wish people knew more about.
That we wish people. Okay, so that's tricky. Okay.
That just flipped my head upside down.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
that's wild.
It's a great closer. Marlaena, let's go to you.
Can we start with Dimitri? I need to think on a little bit.
Okay.
I need an example.
All right.
This is something that people may not know about me, but I'm like I think I'm an overly compassionate human being, and sometimes it gets me into trouble. And what I mean by that is a lot of people could do me wrong, but I'll still try to find a way, for better or for worse, to be like, you know what, they probably just meant this by it, or they're probably going through a difficult time. Even though some people would be like, dude, that guy tried to kill you. I'll be like, oh, well, you know, that person...
Dude, that guy stole all of your edible underwear.
Hey, that guy beat you at Twilight Imperium.
Yeah. Hey, that guy put hot sauce all over your ass.
Hey, that guy slapped a bib on your ass. I'll still find a way. That's something I think would be about me. And then I'm a great dancer.
You wish people knew that?
I wish people would invite me to dance more often, because I love to dance.
Well, I love to DJ, and so I'll get you. I'll invite you to dance.
Marlaena, this isn't gonna work.
Okay, well, I tried. Sorry.
I got a beef for the night.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, money,
Dollar.
Throughout the evening, I've been playing into this idea that Marlaena and I are feuding. And truth be told, I don't feel that way, Marlaena. I feel like I've crossed the line, and for that I want.
Wait, who's your beef of the night with?
It's against myself.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? On your behalf, I'm gonna retract that beef. What were you?
That's really big of you.
Wow.
I would love to come on your DJ nights, Marlaena, and I do mean that.
Yeah, well, that's why they call me DJ Big M. So I've got a big motherfucking heart.
Now, James,
okay.
Whoa. Now, James, on to you.
Wait, you're hosting the show now? Saima, the floor is yours.
Oh wow, what a loaded question, Dimitri.
It's very loaded.
I don't really know what to say. I guess maybe something people don't know about me, but I don't know. Like I guess
And you want people to know this. That's the key. Is you want them to know.
That I want them to know that maybe they don't know.
Yeah.
I guess that I'm like pretty hardworking. I don't know. Like I if there's something, for instance, that I don't know or I don't understand, I'm gonna spend a lot of time trying to understand it or get to know it until I do. And yeah, I guess I'll just put in the hours that I need to do something to get it done, no matter what.
Saima is hardworking. This I knew about you. This I absolutely already knew about you. A lot of people could know this. It might not.
But
know
you
this
know
about
me.
You, but I know you, and I know you're incredible.
But I think if someone who doesn't know me as well.
Yeah. But I think this is why Marlaena wanted to go on a trip with you.
Yeah, it was like, it just seems so glamorous. I didn't know that this was your trips were earned with hard work.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay, now I do.
Yep. Marlaena, how about you?
So this one is kind of hard. The reason it sort of tripped me out is that I feel like I'm a pretty open book. I feel like I'm very easy to read. Like people kind of know me right away. But I guess kind of what came to mind was that I think that sometimes I kind of present as pretty like, I'm just like goofy, wacky, silly girl, but that I have a really tough time saying good things about myself, but I'm trying to get better at that. And I do honestly think that I'm a good person to come to if you're having a hard time, or you need advice, or you need someone to vent to, or if you need a shoulder to cry on. I think I'm a really good person to come to for that. And I mean it, Dimitri. Anytime you're feeling down, you feel like you've overextended.
RGP.
Huh?
You know what?
What?
A really good person.
Oh.
TCT. A really good person to cry to.
Yeah. And so I feel like sometimes maybe people think that I'm,
Arg-terst.
Really late to the fucking trigger.
Yeah, and so I would
James.
hope I would
Sorry,
hope that
Marlaena.
that's okay. Well, I just really hope that yeah, I can be a good person to come to for things. And that I feel like I do give good advice as well. I seem like just a kooky, crazy lady, but I think I give pretty good advice. And I'm a good person to cry to.
All right.
The end.
I feel like we should have ended with Marlena's because mine is short and sweet. What's something about me that I want people to know? All these people that think I hate them, I don't. So stop thinking about it.
Yeah, but there's gotta be a couple that
Yeah.
I don't hate anybody.
Mystery.
I don't hate anybody.
James McGee doesn't
Nobody?
hate nobody.
No, I dislike people, but we all dislike people. But
Not me.
What's the difference between dislike and hate?
I think hate would be if they passed away, it would bring you joy.
Oh.
That would be hate.
There's no
right?
one in your life that you know is like that?
No, there's no one that could pass away that I'd be like, yeah, no,
Is it me?
no.
Should be
You know, it
happy.
would be incredible that I somehow hate Marlaena, but invite her onto the show as much as I do.
this is all a
Yeah.
sick
Yeah.
game he's playing.
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
And here's I'll add another one. What happens in the creative world is not the real world.
What does that mean?
What does that mean?
Means creative decisions have no bearing on the real world.
I
So
have
they
a
should
beef
not
with
get-
it, and I
So they should not get conflated.
Here comes the money.
I'm talking about my
Here we
life.
go. Money talk.
Marlaena has a
Here
beef.
comes the money. Money, money,
I'm not even gonna dance to it. Because I'll right away use my beef on someone beefing with an answer that I gave about something about me.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, money,
A double beef.
Yeah.
Clash.
Which is I should have really beefed on the fact that we found a great pattern with Dimitri redacting his beefs, and now we've gone over it. That should have been my beef. Marlaena, the floor is yours.
I forgot what I was gonna say. I retract my beef too.
I'm keeping mine, and that brings us to the end of tonight's program. It was guest's choice we had Dimitri, we had Marlaena, we had Saima. To our guests, any final words before we call it an evening?
I had a great time. Marlaena,
Yeah,
you go first.
No. Oh yeah? Okay. I think you all are just so nice and great. This was a lovely way to spend a Monday evening.
It's very sweet. And then finally, Saima.
Thanks for having me on, James. And I'm looking forward to December 17th. It's already in my agenda.
And it's in my agenda too. And dare I say, it is now in everyone's agenda. December 17th, the at-home Christmas pageant, live and in person, coming to you live from Theater VME. But first, a week from tonight, the at-home Christmas tree lighting extravaganza 2023. Right here, the tree gets lit, a live party. Dave will literally be in the house, but that's next week. Until then, I am James. That's Dimitri. That's Marlaena. That's Saima. You are you. We were here. Good night. Goodbye. Farewell. And of course, be well.